Hello there, welcome to the Gloria Effect. It's a pleasure to always be with you every time. Have you heard the saying that when you educate a woman, you educate an entire nation? This cannot be farther from the truth. And today we have come to buttress on this point. We are talking about the importance of women seeking knowledge, the power that you wield as a person, having a broad strength of information. This is not about you having a doctorate, it is not about you being a professor, it's about you having the confidence to be where you want to be and doing what you want to do because of what you know you carry and what you can give. Today, I brought in someone who is an epitome of this topic. She's so smart, so full of wisdom, and those of you who know her would actually say that this is a selfish introduction, but it's true. Even though she's my little sister, it's true, right? I am so privileged to have today in the studio Jennifer Pajok.
Pleasure is mine.
Welcome,
Happy
Jennifer.
to be here.
Yeah, it's really a big deal having you today because we hardly ever get to see. Whenever we see, we make it worth the while. So thank you for being here. Um, to you, what does seeking knowledge mean for in a woman's perspective?
Taking knowledge to me as a woman, it's enhancing personal growth,
Mm.
building my confidence. Because each time I learn something, I grow. You cannot learn something and remain at the level where you are. So each time I learn, I grow and I boost my confidence. The more you know, the more confident you are.
Absolutely. So, can you share a moment when gaining knowledge transformed your life or perspective?
Um, there's so many instances. I will just go for the time when I went for I enrolled in baking class. As at the time, I wasn't doing anything. I was done with school. I just moved to a new place. I was bored and decided to learn something new.
Mm.
I went for baking, pastries, cake, and I grew while I was there. Why? Not just the knowledge I learned from learning those, but the people I got to meet, stories I learned, people's life I saw and saw life in a whole new perspective. And for some time, I was able to use that to make money. I baked cake, I made pastries, I made money with it. And even today, where I'm not really out there making money with that knowledge, it's come in handy a lot of time when family need me, friends need me. Not everything I go out there to buy. It's rewarding to just get into the kitchen and make something beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
All the snacks, the cookies, the cakes, whatever, whenever I want to. So
Absolutely.
yes.
Absolutely. So, what were some barriers you faced as a woman while pursuing knowledge?
Mm, I'll use the instance. Well, when I was in the final year in high institution, I wrote my final exams when my baby was just a week old.
Oh,
I can remember. During my last semester, I was pregnant, like heavily pregnant. I was something that was a sight to watch.
wow. Oh, wow.
I will, my class was on the second floor, so I will climb up, I will come down. And you know how it is when you're in, when how it's often a woman pregnant you need, especially during that last trimester.
Yeah.
I'll come down every 5 minutes. It means I'll have to go down the stairs.
Because the
And then-
toilets were downstairs.
There was no toilet upstairs at all. I'll have to come downstairs, walk the distance again to get to the toilet, come back. By the time I come back, I'll have to climb upstairs again and sit down. Before you know, I'm coming down. At some point, I do get tired and just sit and remain downstairs without going up. And then when I gave birth again, a week later, I was starting my final exam. So I had a newborn baby. I was a first-time mom, and I was writing my final exams. It was a difficult thing, but it's something that I insisted I had to do. I didn't want to waste another year. I didn't want to wait. I insisted I wanted to do it, and I wanted to pass, and I didn't want any carryovers. And God helping me. It was not an easy. I almost regretted why at all I was even married. Of being pregnant and having this baby, cry all night while I'm trying to read.
Oh my God.
Yes, but today's a testimony.
Yeah, it was worth it, right?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. So, what are some of the societal or cultural hindrances to women seeking knowledge?
There are a lot of them. Just the society where we live in. We're in Africa, we're in Nigeria. Just being a woman in this setting is challenging. There are people today who still do not believe in women going to school. The society wants a woman's knowledge to be minimal, her growth to be minimal, according to them, so she can stay submissive. Yeah, so she doesn't know more than her husband. There are girls who even parents encourage them not to go so far in education, not to go so far in career, because who will marry you? You are growing like this now. You have bought a car. You are building a house. They have promoted you again. Who will marry you?
This is so absolutely laughable. Now, if the woman would limit herself because of the husband, what if the husband is not the academic type? He's not interested in anything that has to do with school. He's a business person or he's a farmer. You know, there are farmers that are so rich.
Yes, of course.
The civil servants admire them.
Yes.
You know, if the man is that kind,
The
are you now saying
yes,
the family has two
Exactly.
grown up illiterates?
exactly. If the man is not the academic type, either he stopped at elementary school, they expect her to stop at that elementary school. She should not be in any way above the husband, either academically or with her bank accounts,
Financially,
whatever. She just has to remain
under his
below.
shadow.
That is the only way they see that he can actually get the respect that he should get as a man.
Oh my God. In what ways does knowledge empower women in their homes, careers, and society at large?
Knowledge empowers women in a lot of ways we cannot finish discussing. First of all, in a home, who raises children? The woman. How is a woman who is not knowledgeable raising children for you? And you want those children to be knowledgeable. Each word she speaks to them every day, it's sinking into their head. It's remaining there. It's what they are growing with. Everything she tells them, everything she teaches them. So imagine a completely ignorant woman raising children, and you want those children to be bright. You want those children to be smart. You will definitely see the woman in her children.
Yeah.
When they speak, when they act,
Yeah.
you see their mother.
Yeah.
Because children learn by what example.
Absolutely.
Yes. And for a woman who cannot contribute to any discussion or help her husband anywhere, either business or any intelligent conversation, or when he's worried about his business or an issue in the office, and she cannot help in any way, contribute anything positively to that, how does a man become completely happy in such a setting? In such a setting, how? Exactly. That's why when a woman is knowledgeable, the family is growing. There are women who have helped their husband climb the ladder of success.
Absolutely.
There are women who homeschool their children.
Yeah.
So when you have a completely ignorant woman, how do you achieve it? And you want smart children, but you don't want your woman to grow.
Yeah.
Is that not even funny?
Oh my God. Oh my God. This discussion is not one that can be exhausted in one day.
It's not.
Yeah. So moving forward, how can communities support women in their educational and personal growth journeys?
Community supporting women is by first changing their mentality. They should no longer just look at the woman as someone should be in the kitchen or be in the labor room birthing babies. Women are so much more than that. And if communities can even come to the point where they can admit that even in the classrooms, you should go and check statistics among children in a particular classroom. Who are those actually leading academically in classes?
It's always the girls.
Even where children are learning trade, who are doing better? It's always the girls. There are smart boys out there, but when you are checking statistics, either in your class you try to remember, or when we're in school, look,
Absolutely.
who are the best students?
Yeah.
Women are intelligent. They know how to multitask. A woman going to school does not stop her from doing anything. Community helping is being able to publicly celebrate their daughter, starting from family, who have achieved something. Celebrate your daughter. Your celebration can encourage another man whose daughter is trying to grow, trying to learn something. Another man whose wife is trying to learn, who's trying to grow and is saying, celebrate. Communities always celebrate young men when they achieve something. Celebrate them, even put money together to send men to school or to learn a trade. We should come to the point where we can do that for our female children as well. If we come to that point, with communities being so submissive and so supportive, then everything will fall into place.
Absolutely. So, how can women use knowledge, not just for themselves, but to uplift other women and the next generation?
If you as a woman knows the importance of knowledge, you should want someone else to have it. You are growing and you are not helping anybody grow. It does not make sense. Even if it comes to pure discussion, the woman close to you, who you have known for 5 years, and she's just at that same level where you know her to be. You are talking to her and so many things that she knows. Encourage other women. You should be able to mentor other women on how to grow. In any way you can help at all for a woman to gain knowledge, you help. We should not keep quiet all the time minding our business. Minding your business when you are seeing someone that you can help in another context, you shouldn't. The word minding your business at times in cases like this is where you allow evil to strive or you stop people from growing. You should be able to tell the woman next to you, there has many women who you can to help to grow. There are people who have lost their life because of ignorance, who have lost their children because of ignorance. That's why when we talk about gaining knowledge, it's not just about going to school. It's about the basics. When your child is sick, what do? We have so many women who will just go and look for the next agbo to give a child that she doesn't even know what is wrong with the child, but that is where her knowledge stops. Agbo can solve everything as far as she's concerned. So knowledge cannot be wrong.
So I want to ask, what is the role of mentorship in all this?
The role of mentorship. The role of mentorship is very important. Why? Because a mentor is a guide. If you've never been to Lagos before and you're trying to go to Lagos and you have someone going to Lagos and you follow that person, it's easier for you to arrive there.
Absolutely.
Without getting lost.
Yeah.
But if you've never been to Lagos and you're trying to go on your own, you might find yourself in the hands of area boys, thieves, get lost in so many places before you arrive. So mentors help you gain knowledge easier direct you, the knowledge that you need as a person, the right direction to go to, and where you need for someone to help you step back or move, or where you're feeling tired or discouraged, you have someone guiding you. That is how important mentorship is. It's easier to arrive at your destination, it's easier for you to gain knowledge when you have another woman, someone you can relate to, guide you instead of going on your own.
Hmm. So, in today's digital age, what do you think, or how do you think you can navigate a flood of information to find true wisdom?
Through reading, women should read. There's a lot hidden in a book.
So,
If you do not read, you are denying yourself a lot of information, a lot of knowledge.
mm,
In a society today where social media is everywhere, there are so many noise in all the information that is being passed out. Until you are knowledgeable, you fall into a lot of wrong information that can be costly.
absolutely.
So you should read, you should change your circle so as to broaden your. But if you're if you're on social media and you're ignorant of so many things,
Yeah.
like just go through some comments, like you said.
Mm.
When you see what some women are saying, you begin to wonder how those living around them are coping. Basic things it's difficult to understand. So you should read. Women should read. And it's easier these days that you don't even have to start reading normally, manually like we're used to. You can have something read to you, like there's this voice, there are apps that read to you.
Yeah.
So you can be busy in the kitchen cooking, you can be doing the
And be
laundry.
listening to
and
a book.
be
Absolutely.
listening to a book. It's
Yeah.
easier.
Yeah.
It's easier. Because if you're in social media and you have no knowledge at all, or in this world where we are, you have no knowledge at all, you are in the risk of so many things.
That's so true. That's so true. So, do you think women face unique challenges online when seeking knowledge or sharing their voice?
Women seek unique challenges since we are all different women out there with different stories, different upbringing. So many people dealing with all manner of childhood trauma and life trauma. So their challenges are usually challenges. That's why that is where the place of a mentor comes in. You have a mentor. A mentor knows the knowledge that you need to seek first. Because I might not need to seek this particular knowledge right now, or where I am now. That is not where you might start from. You might need to start from somewhere. So a mentor is a guide. A mentor is a guide because we are all different. I might pick a particular book to read that is powerful, but you might need to read another book before you get to that book.
Absolutely.
Right? So we are all unique.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's true. How can women balance traditional expectations with the hunger for continuous learning and growth?
It's possible, and so many women are doing it. The one way that I would say a woman can balance this up is by perfect timing. Time management. Women who are married usually have issues with spouses on the issue of gaining of knowledge, broadening their knowledge. Why? Because some women, while they are trying to gain something here, they are losing something there.
Yeah.
It's about balance. And most times it's timing. You are trying to get to this lecture, you are trying to read this online, you have this thing to watch online, you are trying to grow, but at the same time, you are going to ignore the kids, right? You are ignoring your husband. How does that work? You are gaining something, you are losing something. It's about time management. Know the time. This is the time I do this for my kids. I prepare my meals this time. I do the children homework this time. I play with them this time. I talk to them about the idea at this time. At this particular time, they are doing this for themselves while I'm learning this. And at the same time, you might need help. When you need help, get help. You might need someone to babysit for you, depending on the age of your children. You get help when you need help. At the same time, be on the same page with your husband. That's why you need men who are supportive. You should be able to talk to your husband. You are trying to gain this new knowledge, or this is something you are pursuing that's going to take this amount of time. In what way can he come in? So you can talk, agree, be on the same page. It's easier if it's an agreement in the home.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
When we work in synergy,
Yeah.
we work as a team, the burden is always lighter.
Definitely.
It's always lighter. So, what advice would you give a younger woman who is afraid of being judged for her curiosity?
Don't be afraid of being judged. Why would you be scared of being judged? What we have today are people judging people all the time. Either you are wrong, you are right, you try something, they judge you for trying. You don't try something, they judge you for not trying anything.
Yeah.
Right? And one thing I'll ask young ladies that are trying to start something now is, take it from me, go around older women whom you can tell that did not gain enough knowledge and ask them if they are giving 40 years back, their life is moved 40 years back, will they gain knowledge? This life you have now is what you have. If you miss this time, you can't get it back. Women who did not grow, who did not get knowledge, are regretting it today, but they can't get back those years.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why I say go around and ask. If you miss this time of your life, you've missed it. When you are 60, you can decide that, oh, I didn't go to school, let me go to school now. I didn't learn any skill, let me learn it now. Okay, I didn't learn to speak other languages, let me learn it now. But it's not going to be the same thing if you had done that when you were 25. If you had done that when you were 20, when you were in your 30s, when you were in your 40s. It won't be the same thing. Experiences are not the same, depending on age. So don't let any fear. What is the worst that can happen actually if you try? Even if you feel you will learn something from it, and at least you learned something, you tried something.
Yes, yes.
And nobody should make decisions or not make decisions because of what people will say. It's a wrong mentality, it's a wrong way to think, because people who want to talk will always talk.
You saying that, I'll have to open up.
Okay.
Yeah. I should have started this podcast 3 years ago. But I was so afraid. I was so afraid, you know. I was feeling like, what if it doesn't work? What if they think I'm not so good? What if people say, who will even listen to her? What if this? What if that? You know, I went on and on and on and on until I had to have a meeting with myself one day and said, Gloria, what is the worst that can happen if
Exactly.
And guess what? I have come to realize that the moment you start, the first thing that will come out of your mouth will be, oh my God, this is so good.
Yes.
Why didn't I start earlier? So whatever may be the dream you have held on to for so long, I ask you today that you take it a step further. Take it a step further. Okay. And when you spoke about going to older women to ask them about what they regret they didn't do, you know, our grandmom, dad's mom, because of all of us, I think I was the closest to her, and she's still alive. She would always tell me, if I could go back in time, I will go to all the schools.